Okay, good morning, guys. Today we're going to learn on how to draw a function in a graph. Previously, you have learned about relation and function. You also have learned about domain and range, and then you also learn about how can we relate the function in real life situation. Today, we're going to learn how to draw the graph if we know the function. Okay, for the first example, draw the graph of y equals to x plus 2. So this is the first example. This is the function. This is the one that we need to draw. And the first thing that we need to do is to make a table like this. Here's a table. And write down x and y in here. This is x and y. So what does that mean? We're going to start from a value that we want to plot in the Cartesian plane. Okay, so again, you need to pick values in which it is on the Cartesian plane. In here, we're going to use a simple number like integers. It can be starting from like 0, 1, 2, 3, or -1, and so on and so on. But the easiest way to do this, I'm going to pick just a random number, but it is integer and small integers. Let's say I pick 1. Okay, so let's say I pick 1 as the x. So what does this mean? It means that what is the value of y if x is equals to 1? So we can plot this x here, this value of 1, into the x to the function. Okay, so if I write down that, so if x equals 1, then the y equals to x plus 2 will become y equals to 1 plus 2, right? Because the x, we substitute that with 1, right? And then as we know that 1 plus 2 is equals to 3, right? So the 3 goes here. Okay, so what does this mean, 1, 3? It means that we're going to plot a point which is 1, 3 onto the graph. So 1, 3 is about here, right? Okay, we can go and put any value that we want, a different value than 1. So example, I would like to use 2 maybe, right? Okay, so 2. If x equals to 2, what is the value of y? So x equals to 2, right? So now we put that. So y is because it's x plus 2, right? So y equals to 2 plus 2. This 2 comes from here, okay? So 2 plus 2 is equals to 4, right? So the y is equals to 4. Okay, so again, we need to plot this in this numbers here into the coordinates of x and y. 2, 4 is about here. Okay, so we can choose other numbers. So example, I'm gonna like use 0 maybe, right? If I use 0, that will be y equals to 0 plus 2. 0 plus 2 is equals to 2, right? So I put 2 in here. So I don't need to write down all of them in the process, but you need to do that. So okay, so 0, 2 is exactly about here, and so on, so on, so on. Okay, so you can put other numbers in here, but I think it's enough for this one because this is a straight line. So remember that when you want to draw a straight line, you only need like 2 points, and then to drag a line from those 2 points. Okay, so I'm going to use my ruler here, and then I'm going to draw that line. Okay, so this is going to be the line. Okay, so remember, because this is a line, not a line segment, so you need to draw from like here to here to the edge of the graph because it's going forever. Okay, so here we go. We have the graph of y equals to x plus 2. Next example, draw the graph of y equals to minus 2 x plus 3. There we go. Okay, so again, it's the same thing, same method that we have previously. Draw a table first, and then plot the x and y, and then we'll pick numbers that is easy to calculate, such as 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, and so on. You can either start from y or x. It's up to you actually, but normally we use x for this one. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna choose the first number is going to be 0. Okay, so again, you can use other number. If x equals 0, so if x equals 0, in here is 0, Okay, then the y equals to minus 2x plus 3 will become minus 2 times 0 plus 3. Minus 2 times 0 is 0, 0 plus 3 is equals to 3. So you plug the 3 in here. Okay, so again, we draw this as the coordinates on the Cartesian plane. So the coordinates should be here, right? Okay, choose another number. So let's say I'm going to choose x equals 1. So put 1 in here. And then put that into the equation, into the function. Y equals to minus 2 x plus 3 will become minus 2 times 1. Again, this one comes from here. Okay, this one here. And that plus 3. Okay, plus 3. Minus 2 times 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 plus 3 is equals to 1. So it's about here. Okay, so this point here, plot it onto the graph, and we will get 1 comma 1. It's about here. Okay, so actually I don't need to put any numbers, but let's do one more. Okay, so let's say x equals 2. So to put 2 in here, and then the y will become minus 2 times 2 plus 3. Again, this 2 comes from here. Okay, so just substituting the x with 2. So minus 2 times 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 plus 3 is equals to minus 1. So it's going to be 2 comma minus 1 is about here. Okay, so again, I think this enough. This is enough because this is a straight line. Okay, so let's use the ruler to draw that. Graph should be like this. Okay, so just make sure that the line crosses all the points that we have marked. Okay, so here, and here, and in here. Okay. Okay, so this is the graph of y equals to minus 2x plus 3. Okay, last example. Draw the graph of y equals to 3x plus 1 from domain of minus 1 to less than x and less than 2. Okay, so what does this mean? It means that we are going to start from not minus 1 and then we end up with 2. Okay, so again, the easiest way to do this is to put to choose numbers in which it is integers, because we start from minus 1. We can start from minus 1 and we end up with 2. Okay, so in here, guys, be very careful that in here it said that domain. So remember that domain is represented by the x value. So these are the x. Okay, and actually it's prudent here, it's x. Okay, so let's start from minus 1. So we can plot the x first, like minus 1 and then 0 and then 1 and then 2. Okay, so do the same thing like before. So if I have like if x equals to minus 1, because we start from minus 1 here, then we want to find the value of y. So okay, since the function is y equals to 3x plus 1, right? So y equals 3x plus 1 will become y equals to 3 times minus 1 plus 1. Okay, again, this minus 1 comes from here because we're starting from minus 1. Okay, so let's plug that in. We have 3 times minus 1 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 1 is equals to minus 2. Okay, so it's minus 2 over here. Okay, so let's plot this minus 1 comma minus 2 into the graph. It's minus 1 comma minus 2 is about here. Okay, and then the next one is 0. So if x is equals to 0, this one, 0, then the y value will be 3 times 0 plus 1. Again, just substitute the x with 0, okay, because we are using 0 as the x. Okay, 3 times 0 is 0, 0 plus 1 is equals to 1. So 1 here. So plot 0, comma 1. So it should be around here. Okay, let's do that again with x equals to 1 here, this one. So that will be y equals to 3 times 1 plus 1. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is equals to 4. So it's 4 here. 1 comma 4 is approximately here. And then the last one is x equals to 2. Okay, so it's y equals to 3 times 2 plus 1. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is equals to 7. So put 7 in here and then plot that 2 comma 7 is about here. Okay, so we have filled all of them. Now we only need to draw the line. Okay, this is a line segment instead of line because we have a starting point and end point. And the line should be approximately like this. Okay, so maybe it's not too accurate, but it's still okay. Again, just make sure that all of the should be not like this. and we should start from here and end it with here. Okay, we start from this point over here and we end up here. Just make sure that the line crosses all the points that we have plotted.